All right, some big news tied to a cold case that sat idle for some 40 years. But now the case of a missing Illinois woman may finally be solved. This past week, police discovering a submerged vehicle belonging to a woman who seemingly vanished back in 1983. Search teams pulling a 1980 canary yellow Toyota Celica out of a river about 35 miles northwest of Chicago. The mystery of what happened to Karen Schepers has persisted for decades, but now authorities do say the remains found inside that car are indeed that of Karen's. So I would like to welcome in now the two leaders of that podcast, Detectives Andrew Houghton and Matthew Vartanian with the Elgin, Illinois Police Department. Detectives, thank you both for giving us some of your time today. First of all, really a big deal here. What is the latest on this case? We know the human remains were confirmed to be Karen Schepers, but is there any way to gather more info on how she may have died after all of this time?
Yeah, we're still going through that process. Obviously, that entails dealing with the King County Coroner's Office. We've had a forensic anthropologist come out from Northwestern to review the remains. Forensic odontologist also came out. So we're working through that process with the Coroner's Office right now.
All right, so she went missing back in 1983. It's 2025. Was that river searched before at any point over this 42 years that she'd been missing?
Yeah, when we first looked at this case, we weren't able to find anything documented that was ever done. So we wanted to make sure that we were as thorough as possible. The family deserves that, and so does Karen. So we wanted to just make sure that we didn't leave any box unchecked in this case. And we knew that at some point we were going to do that. It was just a matter of logistics with chaos divers who assisted us with that.
Yeah, there were some aerial searches, but no underwater searches that we were able to identify.
Well, I mean, great detective work there. So in addition to being detectives, you both host this cold case podcast. What made this particular case, what made Karen's case stand out?
A couple things. I think number one, the family was willing to do this with us. So they were willing to come on, they were willing to give us information, they were willing to go back through this whole process and also let us publicize it. And then the case had so many different theories in terms of what could have happened that we felt like there was not as much holdback information as we would normally have in a homicide case, because we truly didn't know what happened to her, whether she went missing and there was foul play, whether it was an accident, whether it was anything else. So we felt like we could give out more information. It made the case kind of unique.
And how has Karen's family reacted to all of this? You know, first it was doing this, even the search of the river, and then pulling up this car and then confirming that the remains are in fact hers.
Yeah, the family has been truly amazing to work with. I mean, they had the time of day last week to ask us how we were doing. And that is just amazing to me, just the quality of human beings that they are. Very understanding, very open, just very welcoming with, re-examining everything that we've had here.
And detectives, my last question for you, again, because all of this really kind of sprang from your great work, that podcast. When it comes to cold cases, from your perspective, what is the most important thing? What is your message to the people watching right now?
I think the biggest thing is that in the past, people may have not contacted the police for a number of different reasons, but we want to make sure that people feel like they can contact us, whether it's something large or small. Let us work out the details. Things have passed from years and years ago in terms of technology changes and things like that as well. So looking at new technology and making sure we have buy-in from the community to trust us to give us information is kind of the biggest thing we need in these cases. Because there is no cell phone records in 1983. There's no surveillance video in 1983. It's really word of mouth from the community to give us that information.
Absolutely. Detectives Andrew Houghton and Matthew Vartanian from the Elgin, Illinois Police Department. Excellent work, and thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.